Alright, so you got the new dinobots, but you're flat broke afterwards, and you can't afford the new upgrades to make it look a lot better. Yeah, I know, I'm the same way. But fear not, I have a way to help you out, to make it look like it's not bad without even spending a cent. Except for the dinobots, all 6. One of the things I first do is I take one of the thumbs from the additional hands and completely remove it to differentiate the left from the right, because there's no point to it. Instead, I just take that extra thumb and I tab it onto the foot peg, since you're not going to be using it for the upgrade. For starters, we'll start with Snarl, and all you have to do is half transform him, just fold his legs out. By splitting him apart, disconnecting it's a little fiddly for me. Rotate the waist around. Reconnect these back panels. Press the head back together, that is very important. Flip the right hand out, or left hand, it works either way. Put the sword in. Make sure both arms are touching each other. Accordion the legs down a little. And make sure that sword is wedged in between those back plates. Next up, you will lift the tail back up. Flip out the combiner piece. And you should be done. And all you have to do is just fix up the bottom part. Make sure it doesn't split. It's supposed to stay solid. And there you have it. Next up, we have Sludge. And similar thing with Snarl, you just have to half transform the legs. Just flip them out. Split to get the tail out of the way. Reconnect them. Rotate the waist around. Split the panels out. This is just a weapon storage. Just put the gun right there. Rotate the head around. Fold it out. Pull this combiner piece out. Accordion the legs. Flip these heels out. They help a little bit, but not too much. The real help is with the tail. Just tab the two back together. Press it down. Fold the legs back. And as an additional feature to fill in the gap between the combiner piece and the head, just rotate the upper arms. Like so. You don't have to do this, I do it to fill it in. It looks a lot better for me. And there you have the legs. Next up, we have the torso. You just have Grimlock configured like so. Tab in the extra hands you would get from 2 of the dinobots. Doesn't matter who. I personally just don't use Snarl's hand. Falls off way too easily for arm mode. Works better here. Just tab it in. And for Slash, for her part, just basically have her in robo mode, just fold the feet back in. Clip the foot parts back on her hands. Straighten her arms out. And just have her configured like this and you're ready to go. Just get her knees bent. Slide them through the gaps between the hands and the body. Have the T-Rex head bite down on her head. It'll lock it in. Have the arms pressed into the gap between the head and the shoulders of the actual robot, not combiner. And now make sure her feet go all the way through. This doesn't affect anything, I'd just rather it be neat. Like so. And there you have the torso and you're ready. except for one more thing. Add the feet. Completely forgot, since you won't be needing them for foot mode. Adding these will add a whole lot more bulk and makes it a whole lot better. Especially with the extra thumb pieces pressed on. And for extra weapon storage, you have slag. You can call them slug, I'd rather call them slag. Basically, you just put the gun in the hand and you would flip it around. Not like that, more like, yes, like this. You can barely see it, but it's a good way to store the weapons. And for swoop, all you have to do is flip out his right hand and just put the sword there. I need to flip this back out. And for combining, it is just like the original. And for additional thing, I never use this dino piece for the foot. I just store it in this extra gap where the head would be. So there's Volcanicus. It doesn't fix 100% of the problems, but it does a good amount. Makes him nice and bulky, does not give him a weapon. But if you ask me, I always thought that Volcanicus was more of a hands-on kind of person. Would rather solve problems with his fists, or crush things with his bare hands. I mean, you can use a weapon or not. It's your personal choice, but this is how you can make him a whole lot better with only using the dinobots and just reconfiguring it a little bit. That is all I have to say. This has been Xenoworld, and I hope to talk to you again later.